Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the Korean zombie film called #Alive, which is just came out on Netflix recently, and it was really, really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was surprised. I mean, I've seen a lot of zombie movies, so they can be a bit, same old, but I enjoyed this one.
It was, so basically it's about it focuses on a teenager guy in his early 20s. I can't really tell how old he is.
Yeah.
He's got like which made me laugh, he looks like Slim Shady. He's got like the frosted tips kind of. Anyway, basically he's at home. He's a streamer, I think. He seems to be a streamer.
Yeah.
And a zombie outbreak happens, and he's in his apartment, and he looks out, and all this shit's going crazy, and it's basically just follows him trying to survive,
Yeah.
basically for as long as possible, and it's mostly just him on his own in this apartment, basically, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so it's like a big ass apartment block. And from what we can tell, the majority of people in the area have been infected. It's kind of taken over really fast. Like, he just looks out the window, and the good kind of zombies, the ones that are like really fast, really aggressive, like the scary ones, not the.
Like the ones like 28 days later,
Yeah, and they
basically.
can kind of remember how to open doors and stuff, so that's always kind of adds to it a bit,
And they're fun because they've got their eyes, sort of, they bleed out their eyes, and they're cannibalistic, and
naturally.
and they're fast. And I would compare this film to, what would you compare it to? It's, for me, it's on a similar level to Train to Busan. That kind of quality, that kind of zombie film where it's sort of more about the characters, not necessarily the zombies.
Yeah.
Whereas I find a lot of American zombie stuff is more zombie-ish. It's more about the scares and the
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The characters are kind of a secondary thing, whereas this is definitely, it's a character movie more than
Yeah,
a
and you're
zombie film.
focusing on like their survival and how they cope with the different kind of obstacles that they get faced with, like the water getting turned off or their a limited food supply, whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of things he has to face,
Yeah.
and it's, I think, testament to the actor that it's not boring. He's consistently entertaining to watch,
Yeah.
and how he survives. I feel like he's quite realistic in that respect, and he comes up with some creative solutions, stuff that you'd think of if you're a real person. Like he sends out a drone to scout out the area, and what else does he do? He does all sorts of things. Like he's quite intelligent with what he does.
Yeah.
He blocks the door, for instance. He doesn't just leave it out, like leave it unlocked or something weird. And partway through the film, this is not really a mild spoiler. Is it a spoiler? He sees there's a girl in the apartment opposite him, and they're like communicating through walkie-talkie. Did they get a walkie-talkie?
Eventually it's walkie-talkie, yeah.
That's right. Which sort of, it's a cool dynamic. I like seeing them kind of communicate via like long distance and stuff, and I think the film does a good job of showing how technology. I suppose how technology. This is what I got from it. I don't know if you got this from it, but how technology can bring people together, as
Yes.
opposed to like a negative thing, like, because I mean, at the end of the day, he uses social media, doesn't he? To
Yeah, but then he does lose all signal for the rest of the movie.
That's true, that's true. But he does use technology to
Walkie-talkies.
walkie talkies. He uses the drone. I'm sure there's some other stuff I can't think of. That's sort of the message I got, though, was that it can bring people together and things in a crisis situation, as opposed to pulling people apart. But
Yeah.
that's the deeper message I think they were trying to get across. I could be wrong.
I just kind of got, it was a decent zombie movie.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, I don't want to give it away. I mean, yeah, no. I don't have too many spoilers.
Okay, well, some of the things I liked was the sort of zombie situations that they got into. So, like, in the way they resolved them. So, I'm trying to think of a particular thing. There was some stuff, right? Like, there's a zombie trying to climbs up a rope on the outside of the building.
Oh, yeah. So
And
the zombies are meant to be able to remember things from their past a little bit, like their past jobs. Yeah, so the fireman just sees a rope and naturally it's like, climbs it.
Yeah, and he has to come up. He uses his drone to try to bring the zombie off, like, attack its arms and stuff, and just things like that. Like, there's quite a few creative things. Like, what else does he do? Can't think of anything. I'm blanking, but it was creative. Like how they get the food. They run out of food. Well, he's running out of food, so she sets up a zip line across. And doesn't he use the drone to take the rope across?
I think originally, yeah.
Yeah, which is, I thought that was creative. I thought there was a lot of smart decisions, smart ways to get around issues, as opposed to just cutting limbs off and beating the shit out of
Yeah,
them.
but also less so smart, because like there's one bit where they tried to get to a different area, I guess, and there's some not so smart decisions there. Like, I was kind of watching it and I was like, what? Like, you've no other plan, you're just... That's
true. That was true.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
But like, there's a bit like where they wrap looks like foam around their arms so that the zombies can't bite them.
Yeah.
Well, that was clever, and they were wearing helmets and stuff. But no, it was a really enjoyable film, and it wasn't too long. It was well shot, I thought. So he was a streamer, and it didn't make... It wasn't like some American movies where they're a streamer and they try to be cool by like they don't quite get streaming or like YouTube and stuff, so it comes across kind of disingenuous, because they portray it in like a... I can't quite explain what I'm trying to say. They portray that kind of thing in like a unrealistic way, whereas this, I feel, was quite realistic. They didn't go like, oh, he's a streamer, he's like... He just was, you know what I mean? I thought that was cool. You don't really know.
I didn't even pay any attention to that whatsoever. It was just like, it was just a tiny little part of it, and once you kind of lost this connection to the internet, it didn't matter anymore.
It's true. But I'd recommend it.
Yep, me too.
A film I wouldn't recommend was Peninsula, which is the sequel to Train to Busan. That was a zombie film which I thought was just trash, and this was not trash.
I couldn't even tell you much about that.
Peninsula, that was one we went to, and I had to sleep, basically.
Yeah, that's right. You fell asleep.
Yeah.
It was that good.
Yeah. So watch it live. It's actually good. It's an actual good thing on Netflix. It isn't... Netflix has been making a lot of just crap movies. This is good. Watch it. Alive. Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Subscribe. Like this video. And I'll see you guys next time.